So thank you for joining us today. Against all odds, we have a small but passionate team here. And I know that there was a huge storm in New York City, so I kind of give that an excuse for people who didn't show up today. But we are here today to remember a very specific young Jew who was killed, and all the Jews attacked in the name of Jew hatred. Shmuel Silverberg was murdered at the age of 19. He was a yeshiva student peacefully studying religious texts when an armed man came to the building and shot him. His yeshiva in Denver was supposed to be a safe place. He was supposed to be there just studying, growing, and doing what a student needs to do. Instead, someone decided that his life is not worthy and he was shot. He will never grow up. He will never get married, and he will never fulfill his potential. And while Jews are a minority group in the United States even, Jews are still 3 times more likely to be the victim of hate crime than any other minority groups. And this is not according to me, this is according to the FBI. Around the world, Jews are attacked and murdered. In Germany, a Jewish teenager was brutally beaten up so badly that he was hospitalized in Köln. Why? Because he was wearing a kippah. In England, a Jew hater roamed the streets looking for Jews to target. He punched an elderly person and attacked a baby. Why? Because they were Jews. In Israel, Barel Shmuley died due to his injuries after being shot in the head during a peaceful protest at the Gaza border. And Jews are continued to be attacked all over our city here in New York and across the whole United States, which should serve as a safe haven for all of us. So while some argues that actually Shmuley did not die because of Jew hatred, and that might be right, it doesn't matter because his death was senseless due to hatred at large. And today I stand here as someone advocating for pro-Jewish movement, and that means that fighting for Jewish life, whether attacks come from Jew hatred or someone else. We mourn all Jews who died, and this attack, like so many others, is just another senseless attack. Hatred and anti-Semitism and bigotry are all alive. When we see a swastika painted at a shul, you know that you are hated. You know that you are targeted. You know that you are not safe. And what's the worst is that people are looking for excuses for why anti-Semitism is not so dangerous or why anti-Semitism is actually justified. And Jew hatred will not accept this as our reality. We will not tolerate bigotry and marginalization, and even less so tolerate assaults, persecution, or murder. The first step is to speak up. And only when we mobilize and when we work together and stand up together can we protect our people. And I want to reiterate something. Individually, we don't change the world. Individually, we don't stop anti-Semitism. And individually, we are not here to put the whole world on our shoulders. But each one of us here, and at home, and wherever you are, you have a role in this big picture. Invite your non-Jewish friends for a Shabbat dinner and see how the world is changing around you. And I'm saying this as the non-Jew standing here, because I demand Jewish rights. I demand a world where Jews are not attacked day after day. And I demand a world where I do not need to lose friends just because they are Jewish. And here I'm going to close my thoughts remembering Ari Fuld, whose yahrzeit is coming up, and who was murdered in Judea and Samaria because he was a Jew. Thank you for all who showed up here today. And I believe that together we can end Jew hatred in this generation. And right now I'm going to invite one of our friends to share a poem with us as part of our vigil. One for now. Yes. Come here.